Good boy.
Fall back to the coast. The Orcs are attacking. The Orcs are.
I want to burn baby. I want to burn baby. I want to burn baby. Hey everybody, welcome to Mortal Ring Wars. I'm Brett the Tank Downey, and this is my boy Crazy H.
I am very crazy.
He is very crazy. We are here today for another episode of the show to go over some of our latest toy finds, purchases, and some nerd news, and of course the Metal Minute.
Pop Culture Palace.
Yep. Pop Culture Palace. Here we are. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good new year. We had a wonderful Christmas time. It feels good to be back in the swing of things here in
the Pop Culture Palace?
The Pop Culture Palace. That's right. So, we're going to go over some of the newest things we got. Like a lot of people, we've been playing the clearance waiting game. And after Christmas, as you guys know, man, well, there's Tori already making her appearance, so you can see her lovely butt.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gotta love having all these cats. Anyway, so we, as you know, like clearance stuff is going like crazy right now all over the place. Everybody marking everything down from getting rid of that overstock from Christmas. So we'll show you some of the stuff we picked up. And I'll turn it over to Crazy H, and he can do it piece by piece for you and show you what we got going on.
Okay, piece by piece. Well, this first item you wanted more than we did, but we've gotten from about, both over there, like 20 when we looked to these.
Yeah.
There were many of these. From these new Harry Potter dolls, we have a Dumbledore from the first two installments.
I thought they really got his likeness very good in this one. I like him, and what's the teacher's name?
McGonagall.
Yeah, they did her really well, too. The main characters, I don't know, not so well. Possibly we'll get them if they get down, but we don't really have a whole lot of Harry Potter collectibles. Besides, I got a Force scale NECA, and we got some pops. But so definitely want to try to pick up a couple more of these if they go on clearance. But I got a good deal at Walmart for $11. So definitely think he is really cool. I don't know if I can get the face in there so you can see it.
Oh, there it has all of them on the back.
There's the rest of them on the back. Probably can't see them that good, but I'm sure they're all over the web. But so yeah, man, really glad I picked him up. Got a real good deal at $11 on it. So that was our first purchase. We had been squandering a little money back so we could go and hit some clearance when it came out, and we did all right. What do you want to show them next?
Let's go with. Save all this stuff for last. Let's go with your.
Oh yeah, this is in clearance, but I've been trying to get all the rocker pops. So as you can see, I got Slash and Axel from GNR. So far I got all the Metallica, I got Alice Cooper, and I got Motley Crue. These guys, and the next guy he's going to show you. I thought they were done real well. Details awesome in them.
Would you say these are the best ones?
Yeah, I think the best ones I've got so far is for detail. They have a Duff too. I got to order him, the bass player. I think that's the only ones they've done for GNR. And then, like I swore I'd never go down the pop hole, and I have. But at least I'm only doing a couple areas and ain't going like crazy with them. And there is my man Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead.
That's his last name.
Yeah.
That's an awesome last name.
I know it is awesome last name.
Kilmister.
Really detailed. really great honor from his passing a couple of years back to have such a good form of him and Pop. And, anybody that's not familiar with Motorhead's music, if you are a wrestling fan, both of Triple H's theme songs are done by Motorhead.
Really?
So, back in the day, yep. The King and the Game, both. So, but yeah, it looks just like Lemmy and has his trademark warts on his face and everything. So, it's really cool. He was an exceptional person. One of my favorite memories of him I was watching a TV show where they were actually touring his apartment, and his son was remembering. And Lemmy collected all kind of historical things and all kinds of stuff, and they were showing all the different stuff he had. And they asked him, he says, "Well, what's your most favorite thing or most important thing in here that you have?" And he got his son, he tapped him on his shoulder, and he said, "Right here." And I thought that was super cool,
That is cool, man.
To do that. So, definitely glad I picked up them Pops. I'm getting the rocker Pops, so it's definitely interesting trying to find out who all has come out, because unless if somebody has a list or something, the way you can go by and find out who all they've done, let me know, because I've been researching. I've found a few, but I definitely want to get all the rock ones, and still working on the main characters for Star Wars. Okay, what's next?
I guess all of our solo clearance.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff that was from solo clearance.
Yeah. So I guess starting with the smallest first, there was this 2-pack that had a Lando in it, and I guess you'd call him a Pike Guard, the Pike Syndicate. I mean, we'll let the cat traffic pass, maybe.
Tori, you can't lay there right now. Oh, there she goes.
And these are the figures that came with it. Lando is really good, actually.
Yeah, I like a smooth scar.
For the size.
He's styling.
No, for the size of them, in terms of appearance, they're pretty good. My only complaint is they might be a little too small, like a little too thin.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not the big, hunky guys that
at least they don't look like they're all bodybuilders.
In the 90s. I mean, the other cool feature, you can actually take off his cape.
Nothing wrong with being a bodybuilder. I love hitting the weights myself, but if your likeness isn't anything like that, and you make it with these uber muscles, it's kind of crazy.
I don't care that this is like an extra dude or whatever. Like, really cool costume, actually.
Yeah, that is a nice outfit.
I like it a lot.
You gotta give props to people who do costumes on all these.
That's the thing. I always say that. Say what you will about any Star Wars movie. If it's just a bad movie you think, or you think it's a money-making scam, whatever, the design and the craftsmanship are always on point in each one. In some way, shape, or form.
Top
Mostly,
notch, man.
Particularly in design. Like, you gotta give them credit. And also it came with this neat little turret, I guess. Reminds me a little bit of the ones in Empire that the snowtroopers were using to try to...
Oh, yeah, it does kind of remind you of
remember, it has a little battery on it, and that's very nice. And speaking of costumes that are very cool, we also acquired this Infus Nest on the bike. It'd be amazing if you get the Black Series, and they did that someday.
Yes.
But this costume, I was telling him the other day, I was like, I'd love to see somebody cosplay this at a con sometime. Like,
if anybody knows of a video where somebody did this, man, hit it up in the comments, man, because I'd love to see somebody cause her. That'd be awesome.
And the bike, I actually thought the bike was a lot more complex than this. I was actually surprised there was...
What we pay for this? Like $11, or was it 8?
I think these were this was 11. Those were 7, and the next thing was 15. I want to say, I also am a fan of the weapon too. It's like an electro.
Yeah, it's different,
staff. Yeah, that's the thing about Solo. I like is like, it's not anything special. I don't want it to be really, but it's just a fun movie to have on for doing something.
I gotta wonder what the inspiration was for that too, because it almost reminds you kind of Egyptian in a way. Cross between that and Native American,
Native American, yeah.
It's like a cross between both. It's really interesting,
Yeah, or the whole, what were they called? The Outriders?
Yeah.
They were called something like that. They're cool. And then the last thing, which is something he's wanted for a while.
Since it came out, I played the waiting game, and the waiting game paid off.
What we did with this is the speeder from the beginning of the film with, as you can see, it came with the Han figure right in the front, but then they had a Kira that was 2 Kiras that were on clearance for like
$2, weren't they? Something like that? $4?
$4. So we bought the Kira that's, you know, in the proper costume to go with it, so then you could have them both in together. I love how it almost looks kind of like if you took like an old car and made it look like a space.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of too. I thought it was really cool.
Like it looks a little bit like it could be what would you say that it looks a little
like a muscle car
yeah,
of some
yeah,
sort.
muscle car, yeah.
Yeah.
And also I kind of like how there's like an asymmetrical thing about it. So this side doesn't have like a thing on it. This one does, and you know, it's got a neat effect where it's mushy in the front. So if you crash it against something, the seat will eject.
Yeah, it's a cool ejection feature.
You know, I wonder if they did the other one that was in the scene.
I don't know.
Moloch.
I haven't seen it. If they did, but they possibly could have.
It would have been nice to
there's just so much out there. You don't know what all's out there half the time. And then you stumble across it. But yeah, man. Let us know in the comments if you picked up any of these guys, and if you know what you think of them. If you I think from what I've gathered from the collecting community is a lot more people liked Solo than disliked it. You know, like I've said a million times on our channel, is I think a lot of it's even though I don't consider it in success because I thought it did great, but it went up to their standards. But I think a lot of it was timing of when it came out, and there's just you know when you have 3 nerd movies out at one time, you know that there's going to be you know, consequences on one of them. That,
like I said, I know it could just be, you know, money making.
Right.
It always.
I know from what I've heard, the DVD sales have been outstanding on it. So I know there's people that liked it and wanted it.
If it's nothing more than that, but at the same time, I'm okay with that. It's kind of just a fun movie you can have on when you're doing something. Like I remember, I was working on an assignment once, and I put it on in the background just for the atmosphere of it. Right. You know, because I like that. Because there's some movies that you watch. And you can't, like, you almost have to make it a priority that you're watching it. You can't do it. Like I feel that way with Return of the King, for example. Or some of the Star Wars, like, the final chapter movies.
Yeah, they have all your attention.
Yeah, you can't, like, you know, do that with them. But
yeah, it'll be, I really wish they'd do another one, but I seriously doubt they will, but,
feedback.
But yeah, man, that's what we picked up here in the past week or so. I've been making little videos here and there of stuff that I've been getting. All of them are in the channel. Just you know, look around and check it out. And just a quick reminder too, you know, while you're at it, please subscribe to us, and thank you very much to those people that have supported us and have subscribed. We're up to 92 as of today. Which today's date's what? The 17th?
Yeah.
January 17th of 2018.
Just
so
something else. Remember that shot in the movie with this, where like the back's facing and it's like over here, and you just see it go like this.
Oh yeah, it does a whole turnaround.
I love that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I just remembered it.
But yeah, you know, thank you guys so much. And like I said, we're almost closing on 100. We get to 100. That collection tour of the whole house that we promised will definitely be coming your way, and also a very cool giveaway that I'm sure you guys are all going to like that we've been planning for some time, and possibly some freebies, because besides me getting Pops now, he has the mystery mini bug. What's some of the most recent ones you got? He didn't want to drag them out and show you guys.
I got a couple from Empire Strikes Back. This is at least since my one video we did where I was showing you casing everything. I got Han and a Yoda from Empire, and I got 2 different Stormtroopers from A New Hope, I want to say. I want to get maybe some Potter ones next, you know. I don't know, there's just like a charm about the things I just kind of like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, and they don't not a lot of money. And
the fun of it.
They are done really well, too.
Yeah, like in the fun of trying to get it, too. At least until you start getting doubles and you end up stuck with 4 Kiras, like I did.
So don't be surprised if you do win or get something off us. You'll get a bonus Kira with it because we got them coming out our ears. So, but yeah, man. So
I can't help it. I want.
That's
find one from
it for what we got as far as our pickups go. We were too excited and unboxed them ahead of time, so sorry we didn't just like unbox them on camera. But this way they're already ready so we can show you guys. So I guess the next thing will be some nerd news. Okay, guys, time for our next portion of our little show, and that is the nerd news. And what I typically do is I have a group on Facebook called Mortal Ring Wars. Thus, that's where we get our name, Mortal Ring Wars. And
can you guess the origin of the 3 words?
Yes, real hard there.
Yeah, really hard.
And so just so you guys know, if you want to join, just hit me up on Facebook and just search Mortal Ring Wars. You'll find us. I'll be happy to add you as a member. And I have like nerd news and art and pictures, you name it. We got it on here. So and funny stuff, all kinds of stuff. So feel free to join. So if this is your first time, what I do is I go through the news that I posted lately, and we just chat about it. Yeah. And maybe some of you heard, maybe some of you haven't heard, but just if your first time, and if it is your first time, thank you for being here, and thank you for watching.
And welcome.
And yeah, welcome, and please consider subscribing. So anyway, let's see. I just seen this article this morning from comicbook.com. Marvel's X-Men TV series rumored to be in the works for Disney. What is your feelings about that?
Okay.
Would you rather have a movie or a TV series?
Let me run this down for you. The best, if they could do, there's this YouTube channel called Bat in the Sun. Mm-hmm. You'll remember it. It's the one that does all the superhero battles, superpower beatdowns. Okay, so they did an episode when Wolverine fought Wonder Woman. And I'm not crazy about their interpretation of Logan. Like, he seems a little, I don't know, like, they made him, like, too gruff. Mm-hmm. Like, I know he's supposed to be gruff, but it's like, but at the beginning of that video, they have this scene where he's walking around the X-Mansion talking to all the X-Men, and it's amazing. Like, every other X-Man, like, in that scene is, like, how I would want them to be in a movie or TV show. So if they could do that, but then make a Wolverine that was like Hugh Jackman, I could see that as being like the perfect...
if it's done right, it'd be cool.
Check them out too, because they're great.
And possibly even do like not even like the big main characters, go on some of the back.
Like Kitty Pryde. She's kind of got
keep like the main ones for movies and do like...
No, what would be a cool idea? They
maybe have them have appearances or something?
Yeah, like they have like special appearances, you know what I mean? That could be kind of cool.
But we gotta see what they do with, the X-Men now that, Marvel's going to be, back in control of it. So, but yeah, that either way, anytime we can see, a lot of people complain about some of the stuff, but the way I look at it, anytime we can see any of this stuff, be it Marvel, DC, Star Wars, you name it, and it's out there, that's a cool thing that we're getting more of. We live in an awesome time. Okay, without looking, did you already look?
I mean, I saw who it is, but...
Okay, this is next story. How much do you think, for the new Shazam movie, his outfit cost to make?
His outfit?
Yeah.
Not blocking it at all. I can still read it.
Well,
I can't believe that, though. You're telling me it cost $1 million?
They're saying that his suit...
No way.
$1 million.
What's it made of?
Possibly they have stuff in it so that they can do the
light up
mocap and stuff and all that too. Okay. I don't know, man, but
it's like
that's like I read that. I was like, that's crazy. $1 million, but this was also from comicbook.com. So that's like really nuts. There's a Harley Quinn for you.
Cool.
Just flipping through the news here, seeing what all we got on here, guys. Let's see what's next. So yeah, man, that'd be I'm looking forward to that Shazam movie though.
Yeah, it could be. It has potential to be funny.
It looks lighthearted, and I think it's going to go real good with what DC's been doing. Okay, another story. Mark Hamill from Star Wars, obviously, honored some Newfoundland boy who died from cancer
Didn't he
recently.
Get like an early viewing of episode 9?
Yeah. So
that's what I thought.
So that was really cool. I like when they do stuff like that. It's.
And I think I also heard that Stan Lee's last thing before he passed was in a voice thing with Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, I heard that too the other day. That's really, really neat. He uh,
Apologies if I seem drowsy, folks. I just noticed
yeah,
that.
he had exams
Yeah, I had
today,
like
his midterm exams.
like
So
4 exams all in a row.
so he's like in a daze.
I'm kind of
Now
out of
this
it.
has been a big thing in the news the past
Oh
couple days.
yes.
If anybody, if you
Gosh,
haven't,
it's
if you're looking on the rock and you
stupid.
haven't seen the new Star Wars fan film, you need to check it out. It is
I told
awesome.
you, ever since I saw the Darth Maul one and Solo Smuggler's Trade, I was like, this stuff is good. I hope we get more of it. And then we got, like, I think there was one called Odyssey that was really good with Rebels, and then this came out and just...
And it's awesome. Check it out. He's planning on making another one, but recently they slapped a copyright claim. It was one of the companies that's under Disney's umbrella, from what I understand it from the video he put. And it was a copyright claim on the music. They said it sounded too much like
John Williams or
yeah,
something? Wow.
like one of the Imperial themes or something to that extent. So anyway,
It's
they put a
stupid.
copyright claim on so because he wasn't trying to make a lot of money from what he says,
No, he just
but
wanted
so
to
he
make it
couldn't
good.
benefit from it whatsoever. Well, Lucasfilm actually came to his backed him up, and they told Disney they need to stop that because it was making all the fans mad and everything, and they took the copyright strike off of his. If I'm not figuring this out right, please correct me in the comments. But but they took the strike off of the video, and now it's
So
up and
stupid.
ad free apparently. So I don't. Maybe he don't have his stuff monetized. I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm glad to do that because Star Wars and Disney they have so much money. I mean, even if he does make a few bucks off of it, hopefully they'll look at this guy and say, "Hey, we need to hire this guy and get him on board and help." His great creative ideas. Because anytime they get younger people involved, that's really talented, they should, in my opinion. Oh yeah, this is another story that's been floating around for a while. Chris Evans wants to play the Human Torch in the MCU's Fantastic Four. So how do you think that would go? I had a problem with him already being the Torch to begin with and going to Captain America, but he pulled it off because he changed, enough the
What
way
was
he
wrong
was.
with your...
I don't know.
I mean, I don't blame you.
It's just when somebody's already one superhero, it's awful hard to associate him with another. But they did manage to pull it off.
Especially as good as he is as Captain America.
Right.
I mean,
but what do you think about him going back and being the Human Torch once again?
I don't
of course, this all could just be rumors.
No offense to him, but I don't know if I really would like that. It's just, I don't know. It's weird to think about if he were to do that, and besides, like, I feel like I want to know how they cast all these other people that are so well known as like all these other superheroes today. Like, I'm like, can't they just apply like that principle to
you would think they will, and they probably will now that they're going to be at the helm again. But now the next little information on our group. Still, we purchased Venom, but we still haven't watched it. Hopefully this weekend. We're supposed to get snow and probably won't be doing a whole lot, so hopefully we get to watch this weekend. But from what I've heard about the end credit scene, that was loud.
Yes, it was.
Woody Harrelson was there and supposedly going to be Carnage, and apparently it's confirmed that he's going to be Carnage for the second Venom movie. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. He's a good actor, so I think the way some of his craziness
he wasn't anything fancy, but I enjoyed
would be good for the role.
I enjoyed him as Tobias Beckett.
Yeah, I thought he was great as Beckett too. But so we'll see, it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with that. So I'm hoping I watch this and it blows me away when I'm seeing it for the first time. I shared this just for you. There's a massive J.R.R. Tolkien collection.
Oh yes, I would love to see this. I wonder, will it be like what are they referring to? The movies, or are they referring to like I don't know.
I would assume it's props and stuff. I didn't read the whole article,
collection? Like,
but or if it's like his personal artifacts, what? But either way, and I would imagine they'll be doing it at one of the big museums. So that would be a cool thing for us to take a weekend and go do. Definitely.
depending where it is.
And perhaps the biggest news right now is the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer came out this past week. What was your initial thoughts? And I'll tell mine.
It looked pretty good.
Mm.
I definitely think that it looks like
Yeah, it looks like
fun.
it's going right along the same lines as the first Tom Holland, who just is awesome in Spider-Man film, and looking forward to it. It's
to Mysterio.
yeah, but if you guys don't know, I've always been a huge Spider-Man fan and love all the villains. I think the only other superhero that has villains to rival Spider-Man's would be Batman. But Mysterio, growing up, Mysterio was always my favorite villain. So I'm like thrilled, and from what it looks from the trailer, it looks like it's going to be pretty awesome to have him in, the movie. So hopefully they pull it off real good, and he looks like he's going to, from what I've been hearing, he's going to be working with Spider-Man and then turn bad or something to that effect. But
I think it's something like he sets it up as like a trap or something. Like like it's actually he's the guy who's actually behind it, but he's
that's what I think. I think he might be actually behind all these. He's making them see all these monsters and everything. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know what I bet it is? If I remember correctly, the villain. Isn't it like his motivation that he's like works for a theater or something, and he's a special effects guy or something?
Oh, yeah, he's wanting notoriety,
maybe,
from what I understand.
Yeah, maybe he wants attention, and he does it by trying to be the next big thing. But he also is the one who stages it with his, technology or whatever he uses to make the. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it would. So, really looking forward to see the trailer. Looked great. If you get a chance, you want to check out a good reaction video to the trailer, check out Kevin Smith's. It was really cool because he's a big Mysterio fan as well. So, excuse me. So, it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out and if it's awesome as we all, hope it's going to be. This one is something the Mystery Lady will be interested in. The Dark Crystal prequel has casted Mark Hamill and Simon Pegg.
Oh, there's more
and
people.
Keegan-Michael Kay. Who else?
Key. Yeah, the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought I saw, was it Helen Bonham Carter and, didn't I see Natalie Dormer? Was that for something else? I don't know. Lots of people. I like that picture, too. That's a cool interpretation of Poison Ivy.
But yeah,
for no other reason, of course.
It's just what year did the first Dark Crystal go?
It's old.
Been like forever ago.
It's been old, and she's back again.
Tori, you're just making several appearances today.
Get your butt out of the camera! My goodness, you're gonna get us taken down because we're showing a cat's anus.
Oh yeah, seen this one the other day too. Warner Bros. Expected to announce their new Batman by May or June. Oh my God, I wish they would just.
Who are you wanting to play? Who do you think would be the best?
I think they should stick with their plan. They got good momentum going with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and I think Shazam's going to do good. I think they should stick with the initial plan. Bring back Henry and bring back what's his face?
Who?
Batman.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. Bring them back. Let them finish the Justice League thing that they alluded to at the end of the movie. And that's what I think they should do. That's what I'd like to see them do. They've already started the process. Get a good director in there for it, and finish it up. But if they were going to get a new Batman, I couldn't even venture to say who.
All right. Well, we gotta narrow it down. You have a thing about him being a bigger guy, right?
Well, yeah, I think
somebody who is very defined.
Well, he don't have to be defined, but it's like
tall,
Batman's, a big dude, man. It ain't like he's Pee Wee Herman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of Keaton coming back as an old Batman for some kind of flick that doesn't have nothing to do with all this stuff. I think that would be him to come back as the old man Batman would be cool. But Yeah, I don't know. I'd said before I thought the dude that was in the one Terminator movie, that was in Avatar. I thought,
Mm,
God, I can't think of his name right now, but I always thought he would be a good one. But there's so many you can debate for hours about who would be a good Batman. But it's like, do they really need it? I don't know, man. I think they should just.
ooh, who I just thought of?
Who's that?
I know this is. I feel like this is my go-to guy for everything. Imagine Richard Armitage.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah. I mean,
6'1" actor. I mean,
of course, from what I've heard of that Wolverine thing
yeah.
he's doing, they might consider putting him in place of you. I don't know,
He's
man.
as much as I love Hugh, he's a pretty good second.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit.
So yeah, man, I don't know what they'll end up doing. Just as long as they do it right, and get somebody in there that cares about the characters and is wants to make the best film possible.
You know anything else about like the Harley Quinn stuff or Suicide Squad or?
I heard it was
Birds
going
of
to
Prey?
be starting
Like-
production soon. I seen an article a couple weeks ago about that. The next thing is the Avengers Endgame is teasing that Pepper will be suiting up to rescue Tony Stark.
Hey,
So
be kinda
that's
cool.
what I look to happen anyway. We could be all totally wrong. And you can speculate for hours and hours about what all's going to happen in any of these situations for the movie. But yeah, man, I'm just totally
There's
looking.
something we haven't talked about.
Totally just looking for what's that?
The Thrones teaser, man.
Oh yes,
Crypt.
Game of Thrones released their
What could
little
it possibly
teaser,
mean?
and everybody's analyzing the crap out of it. And
Okay,
it's like
I said,
let's take it away. Give me your opinion.
The only thing important about it is that you see the Stark children, kind of grown up, and you hear the quotes about them that just kind of, they're just reminiscing. That's all about, like they're obviously thinking about things that their parents have said, and then whenever they see the stones of themselves, the carvings, like all that means is that basically it's saying like they could end up like any of them. You know what I mean?
Right,
they could
right.
end up dead too. And then the frost coming in just basically means that winter's arrived and that it's gonna engulf everything and everyone. And to me, that's the easiest. Like, how can you go any deeper than that? A feather on the floor, like, I
don't know. I think you can get yourself crazy analyzing this stuff.
So it was exciting
but
nonetheless.
I still thought it was cool with the one.
We still crack up about when the frost comes and John and Arya turn around, take out the swords, like they're so cool, and then Sansa's just standing in the background,
cowering.
Like,
It's like I still think for Sarah she's gonna do something to screw him over or something.
No, okay. This is how we do that. We have our little key to all of this gag. What if Sansa's the key to all of this? You ever thought of that? What if she ends up doing something good and because think about it, she's not been the most useful.
Well, that would be definitely a big twist, that's for sure.
If she actually did something that helped everyone and not. No, I feel like if this were, it technically is a zombie movie, she'd be the one to accidentally let them all in and freaking, you know what I mean?
You know what would be cool, because there's so much hate on Cersei. Wouldn't it be cool if she somehow does something that comes back and saves the day, and sacrifices herself in the that'd be crazy.
I don't know.
But nobody would expect that.
You're
man.
right. Yeah, that would be
Nobody
nuts,
would expect
but
that.
I don't know if I'd like that. Like,
anybody hates on her.
she
She's
needs
an
to
awesome
come up
actress. I
and-
love everything.
Yeah, she's a great in the
she's
part.
done. 300.
But-
I was like, oh, but yeah, man.
Just, I still want to do what I say happens. I want, fighting in the North's done, and she stayed down in King's Landing, and then Jaime comes back to her. And then, they have a little thing, but then Jaime kills her. It's like, oh crap, Jaime kills her. Then he takes off the face, and it's Arya, disguised as Jaime. I want that to happen.
Because she said she's
Because think
going
about it,
to, so.
Arya hasn't really gotten to kill many people who she had on her list.
Every time she
apart
goes there,
from-
they're already dead.
Yeah, apart from, Walter Frey. She got to him, but, or Walter Frey. But,
So I can't wait for the new last season. We're actually thinking about rewatching all of them to get ready for it. So
that's what I would
I
do.
guess my last little piece of news will be, I figured you would get a kick out of this. David Tennant and Catherine Tate
My favorite doctor.
are reuniting to do a show called of all things, The Americans.
Ironic.
A new comedy series from Sky. It's gonna be a comedy series, so
That's exciting.
I know.
He's a
I know
talented
how
actor.
yeah, I know how much you like him, and he's a great actor, and everything he's been in, he steals the show. So
I still want to get. They have a little replica of his sonic
that's something we
screwdriver.
don't have is any Doctor Who merchandise. So we got like every other fandom there could possibly be.
I want to get the sonic.
We need to finish
screwdriver.
watching the
seasons.
the seasons. We started watching them and got sidetracked and all that. But anyway, that's all the nerd news for now. So I'm gonna get a few things together here, and we'll come back with the Metal Minute. Okay, guys, now it's time for Tank's Metal Minute. For you guys that are new to the channel, you probably don't know, but I've been a musician for about 34 years, singing and rocking metal bands. And what I do, since a lot of people I know that are into the fandom stuff are also into the rocking stuff, so I always do the Metal Minute at the end of our episodes of Mortal Ring Wars. So I go through my group that I have on Facebook that's Tri-State Metalheads, and I tell you guys what the latest news is, and let's check it out. One thing that happened is that there was a tribute concert for Chris Cornell with members of Soundgarden, Temple the Dog, Audioslave, Foo Fighters, Metallica, Fiona Apple, just to name a few. It was in LA and it was organized by his wife Vicky. Remembrance to him and for all those that his music touched. It's cool that they got together and honored him like that. And just a side note, if you or somebody if you're experiencing depression or anything and all that, talk to somebody and get yourself some help. I battled depression my whole life, so I know what it's all about. So definitely, see about getting some help. If I think about it, I'll put a couple links in our description that you guys can check out. If I'll always talk to somebody. There's things can always work out. So next piece of news. There's going to be a Ink Fest tour with Five Finger Death Punch, Godsmack, and others that's going to be coming out. So that'll be interesting. I've never seen Death Punch. I like some of their stuff, but I'm a huge Godsmack fan. So I'm interested to see what else going to be added to that, and if it's going to become around my area, if it's just going to be a one-shot deal or what. But definitely interested in that. Motley Crue's Nikki Sixx and his wife Courtney are expecting their first child, and Nikki is at the ripe old age of 60, so that's pretty smooth this day and age that he's having another child. I think it is his fifth. And then it's been reported by blabbermouth.net, which is the big metal news outlet on the web, that since Glenn Tipton is going to be out of Judas Priest due to his medical issues, that KK Downing will actually rejoin Judas Priest. So it's very interesting because they had been having words in the press. So he left the band just kind of out of nowhere a few years back, and they got Faulkner in on guitar, who's done an awesome job since he's been gone. But then when Glenn took ill, they had a couple people sitting in with him for their Firepower tour and that. But it'd be interesting to see if they bring KK back. How that's all going to work out. Apparently, his quote in the article I read, it was all a question of how you're being asked. So apparently there's been some talking and they've reconciled with whatever issues were going on. So that's good to hear. Always good to have that happen. And that can happen with bands. Take it from this guy all the way from a local level all the way up. So definitely that. And then from you movie freaks like us, which we all are, I'm sure, Rob Zombie just completed his third Devil's Rejects movie, and the sequel's called From Hell. It has the all the original cast of characters and everything. So he's just completed that. So that'll be coming out in the near future. Definitely looking forward to seeing the gang, Otis and company, come in. The last movie I just thought was awesome, having the coolest endings ever in a movie. When they were riding in the car there and Freebird was playing and the cops were shooting them up, that was just an awesome movie. Also, besides the whiskey, Metallica now has their own beer. And they said it's because the whiskey just wasn't enough, was their claim. So check out around you. There's a Metallica beer out there now. So that's everybody's getting into the wine and beer game. It seems like that's in the rock and roll scene. So it's interesting to see that more and more people are getting different types of businesses and everything as they go along with their careers. Many of them have been writing books and selling lines of clothing and all kinds of stuff, and now a lot of them's getting into the booze game. So definitely interesting. I've yet to try any of them, so I'll be interested to see how good they are. If you've tried any of the beers, like I know or whiskeys, I know they got the Motorhead and the Iron Maiden, and all of them, they all have different brands out. Let me know in the comments. So that'll be it for the Metal Minute, and stay tuned for next time, and I'll give you some more metal news. Keep rocking. So guys, I guess that's going to be about do it for this edition of Mortal Ring Wars. Any final words, Crazy H, you want to give everybody, or anything you're looking forward to, or what's the plan?
Looking forward to a lot in the pop culture world,
What are you looking to pick up figure-wise?
Pick up?
Yeah, coming up.
Oh, I don't know. I'm getting more mystery minis, I know that.
Yeah, I know I'm looking for a couple Black Series, still looking for the Orlando Skiff Guard, and I'm still looking for the four-armed guy. Rio, yeah. Looking for him from Solo, so that'll kind of wipe up all the Solo guys I wanted. Still looking for the Nick Fury from the Captain Marvel wave. May pick up the other Captain Marvel figure, still on the fence about that, and looking for the Andy Serkis figure from the Black Panther waves out. Would love to get the Kingpin build a figure from that, but I'm really don't want any other figures, and so that might be something I'm trying to piece together or down the road or something. But because I need a Kingpin, and definitely would like to keep getting the Rocker Pops and some of the Star Wars Pops I want. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So we'll keep hunting. That's all we do is keep hunting. Now I'm going to start doing a new little thing. Let me take a second. And it's my shout out to other YouTuber. And this episode shout out is going to be to my man, Rabbit Hammer. Rabbit Hammer. Thank you so much for all your support and all making real cool comments. I love your videos. Hopefully your channel grow, and hopefully some of you guys see this. Go subscribe to my man Rabbit Hammer. He's awesome. Always has good pickups. Recently got a lot of cool stuff, man. I was really like it. What's hilarious about it?
This is a compliment to your name. To me, that name sounds like if you're playing like a game and somebody said, describe what Thor's part in Infinity War was, the answer would be Rabbit Hammer.
Exactly.
Basically, that's what it was.
So, yeah,
he's
man.
making a hammer, and he's with a guy called a Rabbit.
The cool thing about his picture on his site, let me bring the camera here and just show you guys what his page looks like. There it is. He has the Dawn of the Dead one zombie there as his picture. I love that. But yeah, man, check him out. And Rabbit, not Rabbit.
Yeah, but Rabbit would be even better.
Definitely check him out. And thank you for your support, brother. And as always, you guys that are watching, please like and subscribe and pass the word on about our channel. And leave your comments below, because we always like to hear what you're thinking. And keep doing what you're doing, keep collecting and having a good time with it. Don't do you. Don't look at everybody else and think, oh, I want this or that. And do you. And as always, you guys do one act of kindness this week and make a difference in somebody's life, because that's what life's all about. And, make you feel better and make you a better person as well. So, for Crazy H, who is being crazy at the moment, and Brett the Tank Downey for More Ring Wars, and for the Big Beef Kitty, Thorin Cat. Say hi to the people, Thorin. Came up to visit. For us here, More Ring Wars, you guys take care. I'm going to take care of these cats. Have a good one, guys. Peace. Keep rocking.